Welcome to the 5th day of sailing, which is also the final day of sailing. As it is our final day, our spirit sailors are high, and so is the wind, luckily. The weather today is going to be cloudy. Well, it was cloudy this morning, but we are expecting some sunny spells this afternoon. Wind will be west to southwest. The speed will be between 5 to 15 knots and gusting up to 20 knots. And you can probably tell at this point in time, it is gusting up to 20 knots. Temperature will be 20 degrees, and high tide will be at 4:06. Before I move on to the results from yesterday, day 4's results, I just want to convey my thanks to Anne, Charlotte and Rainey for supporting me during the week of the Island Games. I couldn't have managed the media, the videos and the press boat without you, so special thank you to you. So the results of day 4 are as follows. In the Ilka 6 races, first place belongs to Borja Torres Floret of Menorca, who is currently leading. In second place, Dominic Bryn Turner of Inismon, and in third place, Nicole Stolwell of Bermuda. For the Ilka 7 races, Andrew Bridgman of Guernsey continues to hold the lead. In second place, Per Staalberg of Åland, and his teammate Thomas Lindstrom holds third place. Again, as we've done with the previous videos, we'll move on to interviewing some of the participants and volunteers who have supported the Island Games throughout the week. And thank you for all the support that you've given us this week.
Tell me your name and role, please.
I'm Reg Barker, and I'm the Deputy Coordinator for the NatWest International Island Games sailing event.
How have you found this week?
It's actually been quite a challenge to get it all set up, but a huge relief to find that everything is running smoothly, and the real winner on it is seeing the enthusiasm and excitement from the competitors when they come back from the water and you can see them racing behind me.
Can you tell us about the GPS sailboat tracking system used for the first time here in Guernsey?
Yeah, it's a system run by a company called Track. We've leased in for the week. So each of the boats has got a GPS tracker, and then we're projecting that both on the internet, but also on all the TVs in the yacht club. And that's been absolutely brilliant as a system and a great success of the week.
Why did you decide to put these in?
Well, the yachts or the dinghies are sailing quite a long way offshore, so it's quite hard for the spectators to see what's going on. It's very difficult to see the angles and work out who's in the lead. So by putting the GPS trackers, then everybody here can see it on the screen, but more importantly, with the Island Games, we've got competitors coming from all over the world, and their families back home can also log on and see how their competitors from their islands are performing out in our waters just over my shoulder.
And how has it been received by the competitors?
Absolutely brilliantly. They're all really excited about it for several reasons. Firstly, they've come back off the water and said you've got a mental picture of what's going on out there, but when you replay it, you see, oh, actually I misjudged that slightly. So it's really helping them get to grips with the difficult tidal conditions and wind conditions that we've got out there this week. And I think overall it's just added an extra modern dimension to being able to boost their performance, but also see how they've done.
What about the non-sailors? Any reactions from them?
Well, that's an interesting one, because quite often you get, mums and dads that aren't so interested in sailing, just sort of not really buying into it, just asking what the end result is. And we've had family members sort of on the edge of their seats, watching every step of the race and cheering their family member on. In a way that we haven't seen before. So I think it's really it helped to engage people's interest in the sport, and I think it's actually a really, really fantastic dynamic that we've added to this sort of Island Games that hasn't been used before.
Thank you, Reg. Can you tell me your name and role?
Yep, I'm Nikki Barker and I'm fund coordinator for the sailing event.
Overall, how have you found this week?
Well, it's been hard work, but it's been really good. We've had a wonderful week with weather. A variety of light winds and strong winds, so the sailors have been put through their paces in all sorts of conditions, and ashore everything's gone pretty much as smoothly as we could possibly have imagined.
What have been the highlights for you?
It's a difficult one. There are a lot of things that are highlights. It's been fabulous to see so many boats out on the water, so many boats rigging in the dinghy park, the energy around the club, all the volunteers, everyone's dug out so hard. You know, they've been in really early, they've stayed late, they've run around the model yacht pond to get spares for people. It's just been a fabulous team effort, and the competitors have enjoyed themselves. So what more could you ask for?
And what personally have you enjoyed the most?
Oh, well, I say I've enjoyed seeing so much energy around the yacht club, but it was also fabulous to get out on the water, be on the committee boat with Peter Saxton and his team, and watching them all at work, providing such a professional event for us, something that all the competitors could enjoy, and we could just relax and know it was going to work.
And you had a major team to manage.
Yeah, we had a big team. We've probably got about 100 people in total involved with this. Not every day, but overall we've got an awful lot of people on the ground, and not all of them sailors, not all of them backgrounds with the Guernsey Yacht Club, which has been fabulous because we've been able to introduce them to the sport of sailing. Maybe not actually out on the water, some of them have been, but it's been great to have so many different people with us and enjoying it, and hopefully they'll come back and maybe get into sailing themselves.
Thank you. Can you tell me your name and position?
Yes, my name is Gordon Wilson. I'm a flag officer of the club. I'm a director of the club, and I'm acting commodore for this event this week.
And what has been the highlight for you?
I was out on the committee vessel this morning, watching the racing, and to me, because I've been a dinghy racer and a sailor really all my life, you win races on the start line, and the starts have really impressed me. All the boats have been right on the line, nobody over, everybody alongside each other, fighting it out, trying to get clear air. It's been great.
How would you describe the conditions this morning from the committee boat, watching the sailing?
Well, that's a very good question, because we had a little difficulty anchoring because some of the gusts were quite strong. They were, between force 5 and 6. It did moderate a bit to a kind of steady 5. It was supposed to go down to 4, but I think it's more than 5. But we had a little difficulty anchoring. However, a bit of practice and it all made perfect. But the committee vessel is absolutely great. It's a platform in the sea.
Can you tell me your name and role, please?
Yes, I'm Peter Saxton, and I've been the race officer for the sailing event in the Island Games.
So how have the races gone this week?
Well, we've been very fortunate with the weather, and we've succeeded in getting in 10 races for the Ilka 6s and 10 races for the Ilka 7s without having to use our reserve day. So that's been pretty good.
Well done. Were there any particular highlights?
The big highlight for me is that the Guernsey Yacht Club team, together with a few of us from the mainland, from the UK, have been able to deliver, I think, world-class racing for a really enthusiastic and very grateful set of competitors. I think, it's just been a really good way to spend a week of our time.
Now the race is finished, have you any time to enjoy a little bit of leisure in Guernsey?
Oh, we've got a few hours. We might actually see another event tomorrow morning, because we've been meeting at 8:15 in the morning and finishing at kind of 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. So even though the competitors have been racing either the morning or the afternoon, the poor old race team and the beach team and the marklayers and everybody have all been out for the whole day. So yeah, it would be really nice to see a bit of something of another sport on the island.
Thank you.
Before we move on to the interviews, here are the final results for sailing. In the Ilka 6 fleet, the winners were Nicole Stolville of Bermuda in 3rd place, Dominic Bryn Turner of Inismon in 2nd place, and Borja Floret of Menorca in 1st place. For the Ilka 7 fleet, the winners were James Tilley of Jersey in 3rd place, Per Salberg of Åland in 2nd place, and Andrew Bridgman of Guernsey in 1st place. Congratulations to all of our winners.
Congratulations, Borja.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell me, what has been the highlight of your week? Winning a gold, of course, must be the very best highlight. But in terms of sailing, what would you describe your highlight?
Okay, in terms of sailing, I think that my highlight is when the winds come up and high wind. So that's very important for win the championship for me, because with light wind I have a very good partner with me from Menorca that sails very well.
And what do you plan to do tomorrow?
I think that tomorrow I will go to see the final of tennis, and after we go to lunch and the closing ceremony.
Congratulations, Andy.
Thank you.
Can you tell us what has been the highlight of your week, other than winning the gold, of course, but in the sailing terms?
Yeah, we've had some really close racing all week. It's been really tight. It's just been great to get out there and do a full regatta. The wind has been absolutely perfect. Played ball, often it doesn't in sailing races. I did a regatta not long ago where there was no wind and the whole thing was called off, and here we've just had perfect conditions all week and it's just been so much fun.
And what do you plan on doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I plan to come watch some of the other sports. I think there's some cycling, running, all sorts of finals, football as well, so looking forward to go and watch and cheer on the rest of Guernsey.
I hope you enjoy tomorrow. You can now relax. Your sailing few days is over. I hope you enjoy the other sports.
Thank you very much.
I suppose one final thing, I want to say thank you to all the competitors for having come so far to come and enjoy the sailing here. To all my volunteers, because without them we couldn't have put this on. We've needed all those people. And finally, of course, to all our secondary sponsors, because without their generosity this sailing games would not have happened.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you to everyone who supported sailing during the week of the Island Games. For more information, head over to sailingofficialnoticeboard.com or head over to our Facebook page, YouTube or Instagram pages to stay up to date with all the latest news. For all our participants who joined us, we hope you have safe travels home. Thank you.